So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to another MotoGP 19 career mode episode. We are here for episode number 2 and we're going to be heading out to Argentina. If you missed the last episode, make sure you go check it out. It was the season opener for the Yamaha career mode after winter testing. So we got ourselves 40 development points. We are going to invest in the rideability first with some anti-wheelie and probably some engine braking or traction control, and then we'll get back on the performance development, get that engine upgraded and the frame. So we need to make sure we're doing these development tests in the practice sessions. So I'm a bit more optimistic about this episode because we're heading out to Argentina, probably a track that will suit the Yamaha a little bit better than Qatar. It worked well, but we were just down a little bit on power compared to the Ducati and the Honda. So it's going to be a challenge to try and win the championship with Yamaha, but it's going to be a good fun challenge, I think. So we'll just see how we get on. So we're going to have to do some more of these development tests. So we'll get in and do another one, and then hopefully we can get a good enough lap time to get through into Q2. So we'll get in. Quick lap simulation as usual to start it off, and then we can do maybe another development test, get another 20 points hopefully. So let's head out on track then and see how we get on. So in the end it's going to be a 39.8 that we need to beat, and this lap time is feeling pretty good. Hopefully it's enough to beat that and to get into Q2 all in one. That'll be absolutely splendid if we can do that. Run it wide. We did the time, so hopefully then that's enough. Autopilot brings us back on track, so that's okay. So let's see, 37.5 was what we did, so that's probably good enough. I'm gonna go for mediums in the race, so probably do another development test. We'll do the track affinity one, get ourselves hopefully another 20 R&D points, so that should be good if we can get that. So let's head out then. 37.5 was the time we did on the soft tyres. Let's see if we can do some equally good times on these medium tyres just to try and get some more R&D points in. So in the end, we went way quicker than Marquez. 37.5 was the fastest lap of the practice session. So we're straight into Q2 because confirmed by the commentator, and we are fastest overall out of the practice session. So hopefully then we can be on for another pole position. Like I say, this bike is quick over one lap, but we struggle to make it work over a race distance, which is where the rideability comes in. But the raw performance is there if you can tame it for a lap. So let's see them. Soft tyres is what we're going to need for this qualifying session. So let's head out on track. Hopefully get a low 37 since we did 37.5 in practice. So maybe a low 37s, maybe even break into 36s. I have no idea what sort of lap times the AI are going to be doing. But look at the weather. Looks like it's going to rain. Hopefully it's a dry race. Really have some good dry pace around here by looks of practice times. So we're going to be aiming for the win then, I'm going to say. Pole position and the win. Let's see if we can do it out here at Argentina. Here we go then. Come around the final corner, catching up to our teammate Vinales. It's a 37.6, so about the same time we did in practice. So not able to improve, but I think it's partly down to the weather conditions and the track conditions. So 6/10 clear of Marc Marquez in this qualifying session, and we'll probably level out to about the same pace as him in the race. And yes, thank God for that. It is dry conditions, so that's going to be good for us in the race. So I'm going to whack on some medium tyres, and then that will do us nicely for the race. So Marquez in second, just behind us on pole position. Back-to-back pole position so far, 2 out of 2. That's what I like to see, making this Yamaha work. It has the raw pace, but the rideability we will improve over the course of the season. So let's try and defend from Marquez and Dovi. They're going to be off the line like rockets into turn number 1, so we need to manage the start if we can. Here we go. Feather the throttle off of the start, and it is Valentino who's an absolute rocket. Oh my god, Amor Bodelli or whichever Patronus that was, that completely rammed us into turn number 1. So Valentino He's the king of Argentina, isn't he? He always has good pace around here. And Crutchlow as well, to be fair. I think Crutchlow won it a few years back, if I remember correctly. And, oh, Aleix Espargaro comes down. So these weren't the people I was expecting to have to battle with at the start. I was expecting Dovi and Crutch and Marquez couldn't get the name out. And what a run we've had down this back straight. Someone up the inside of Valentino into turn number 1, our teammate. Oh, side by side. Hit the bike up. I don't want to be in a Yamaha battle. I can't afford to upset the bosses at Yamaha, but they have set us as team leader to try and take the championship. But if I got Valentino to deal with, could make it pretty awkward. See Crutchlow swipe at the bottom of our screen there. Right. Whoa! Getting close to the back of the Doctor there. Hopefully these medium tyres last us. I don't know what tyres Rossi's on, but we've got Marquez behind us. Come on. It's pulling away a bit, Valentino is. We need a race win to get us back on track, so I can't afford to get stuck behind Valentino at the early parts of this Grand Prix. Watch it out the final corner. Marquez is now past Crutchlow, 39.3 from Valentino. What's it going to be from us on this lap? Are we going to be able to beat Valentino to the fastest lap of the race? Let's see. Need to go with him down this back straight. Can't afford for the third place man to start battling with us either, because Rossi will go. Rossi will be gone, and then there'll be nothing we could do about him. Good run out of there. Full throttle, picked us on a slipstream, and we zoom past Valentino there. I would take that. Can we do it on the brakes though? That's the question. Oh, felt like the bike was going to go. We pushed the braking zone a bit there, but we pushed it and we made it work. So we are now in the lead of this Grand Prix. A little bit wide around turn 6. Oh, Valentino's up our inside. Side by side with our teammate. Slip it up the inside there. He didn't expect that coming through turn 9 now. Watch the sausage curb. Valentino nerves us out wide. He is here for a race today, and this is costing us time to Marquez behind. So, really having to fight. I think we've got a good, solid bike under us for Argentina, so it's going to be a battle of the Yamahas with Marquez always going to be involved in a race win battle. Where's Vinales? That's the question. Is he catching up? So Dovi behind us now. No, that's not what I wanted to see. Who set the fastest lap of the race on that lap? I'm not sure who it was, but I can hear Dovi behind us. Good run out of there. Now we're all over the back of the Doctor. Just come up to the halfway point in this race. After this lap, we'll be halfway through the Grand Prix. Good run on the back straight. This is our main overtaking opportunity, but Valentino comes back at us throughout the rest of the race, which isn't what we need. This time, making it work on the brakes into turn 5. Get a good run out of there. The tyres are lasting a treat, I tell you that. These medium tyres are working well around here. We've pulled a second out on Valentino through there, just by getting the braking zone right. Hold it nice and tight so he's got absolutely no chance of getting back past us. And I think Rossi might have been passed behind. Yep, Marquez is through on Valentino. We at least need a Valentino to beat Marquez. So I don't know what's happened to the Doctor. We overtook him and then he went backwards. Now it's about maintaining this gap that we have up front, about a second. If we can keep it there for the rest of the Grand Prix like that, that'll be fantastic. So we are now officially halfway through this Grand Prix. Just under 8 tenths of a second, 37.4 from Marquez. He's a couple of tenths quicker than that lap. We were in a bit of a battle with Valentino, but not much of one, so I'm a bit worried now. A bit worried that he's going to start closing in on us at a rate of knots. yes, that Honda is quick, especially with Marquez at the handlebars. I was going to say at the wheel, but it's more at the handlebars, isn't it, on a bike? Get a good run onto this straight. What's the gap? 1.2 seconds. I would take that. So 1.2 seconds out front we are. Need to try and keep it like around a second. Massive wheelie through 6. So he closes in a couple of tenths. I'm feeling the pressure. It's crucial that we get the win here at Argentina if we want to try and be champion. 1.1 seconds is the gap now to Marquez. I need to try and react with fastest lap of the race. This lap's feeling good. Maybe it could be fastest lap of the race. We'll see as we come around the final corner. It's 13. We'll run out of 13, then round 14 across the line. What's it going to be? 37.8. Is that faster than Marquez? I don't know what sort of lap time he set previously. I think it was a 37.4, so I guess not. Good run round turn 1. Got 2 laps to go. And the Yamaha's working well, although I can see on the minimap, keep staring down at the minimap to see how close the guys behind are. And they're looking rather close. They get a good run out of there. What's the gap? 1 second. Oh, no pressure. No pressure for our first win for Yamaha. Lynn Jarvis will be pursed lips, as they always say on the BT Sport commentary. Lynn Jarvis will be feeling the pressure. Not as much as me though. I got Marquez behind me, hunting me down. Gap still at a second. So really on the edge. Not very confident on the brakes into there actually through turn 7. Running a bit wide at turn 9. .6 seconds is the gap, so that worked well. I don't know whatever we did differently. It worked, unless Marquez made a mistake. So the gap is 1.2 seconds now. Come on. Brake. Let's just bring this bike home. We're on the home stretch now, final lap. Ew, 1.4 seconds. Pushing the braking zone into turn 7 now. So we missed the apex, but we take a completely different line, and the tyre doesn't want to hold on for us. Vinales is only in 10th, so Vinales is struggling here today. When me and Rossi, his teammates, are making it work round here. Apparently Marquez is all over the back of us. I don't believe that one bit. He is 1.5 seconds behind if you look in the top right. I come around the final corner. Another about a 37.6 lap time, so we took our first win for Yamaha. I will take that. Look at that, 37.6. 37.4 from Marquez, 37.6 from Dovi, and a 37.9 from Rossi. So we really made this Yamaha work well around here. Maverick only 10th. And as you can see off of the line, Valentino got a fantastic start. And then it was Marquez. It was Marquez who was sat behind us, but also Crutchlow got a good start. And it was Valentino out front. He was followed by Crutchlow. And then I was trying to hunt them down. We got a good run on the straight. Look at that. Go flying past at such a high speed. See, this is where we closed in. Oh, have some of that. Nudged him a little bit. But he managed to hold on. That was impressive stuff. Look, riding on board with the doctor. He leads clear view up the road. Nothing we could do about it until a few laps in, then his pace dropped off. Look at us behind, struggling. Taking a completely different line. Completely different line. But we're sticking it with him. Crutchlow went very wide there, and that almost allowed Marquez through. That was crazy. Right, so that was just a little reminder at the start of the Grand Prix that we had. A very interesting race indeed, 37.6. And that, as a result, shoots us 3 places at the championship, up into P2. Myself and Dovizioso are only 9 points off of Marc Marquez. So now taking a look at the team championship, we are leading. There are 3 factory Yamaha riders, so I would expect us to hopefully win the team championship. But constructors might be different. We've now shot up to 2nd, so that's good for Yamaha, ahead of Ducati. So that's been it for today's episode. I really do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and if you have, then smash the like button, share it around with friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more MotoGP and F1 career mode content. So let me know if you want to see anything other than career mode, but for now, I will see you in the next one.